Rio de Janeiro, literally River of January, or simply Rio, is the capital of the state of Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is the second most populous city in Brazil and the sixth most populous city in the Americas. Notably, it is listed by the GAWC as a Beta Global City, and part of Rio de Janeiro is designated as a World Heritage Site. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now and click the notification bell to get notified each time we upload a new video. Rio de Janeiro was founded in 1565 by the Portuguese. The city was initially the seat of the Captaincy of Rio de Janeiro, a domain of the Portuguese Empire. In 1763, it became the capital of the state of Brazil, a state of the Portuguese Empire. In 1808, when the Portuguese royal court moved to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro became the seat of the court of Queen Maria I of Portugal. She subsequently, under the leadership of her son the Prince Regent John VI of Portugal, raised Brazil to the dignity of a kingdom within the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and Algarves. Rio remained as the capital of the pluricontinental monarchy until 1822, when the Brazilian War of Independence began. This is one of the few instances in history that the capital of a colonizing country officially shifted to a city in one of its colonies. Rio de Janeiro subsequently served as the capital of the independent monarchy, the Empire of Brazil, until 1889, and then the capital of a Republican Brazil until 1960, when the capital was transferred to Brasilia. Rio de Janeiro has the second largest municipal GDP in the country, and 30th largest in the world in 2008. This is estimated at 343 billion Brazilian reals. In the city are the headquarters of Brazilian oil, mining, and telecommunications companies, including two of the country's major corporations, Petrobras and Vale, and Latin America's largest telemedia conglomerate, Grupo Globo. The home of many universities and institutes, it is the second largest center of research and development in Brazil, accounting for 17% of national scientific output according to 2005 data. Despite the high perception of crime, the city actually has a lower incidence of crime than most state capitals in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is one of the most visited cities in the Southern Hemisphere and is known for its natural settings, Carnaval, samba, bossa nova, and balneario beaches such as Barra da Tijuca, Copacabana, Ipanema, and Leblon. In addition to the beaches, some of the most famous landmarks include the giant statue of Christ the Redeemer atop Corcovado Mountain, named one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Sugarloaf Mountain with its cable car, the Sambadrome, a permanent grandstand-lined parade avenue which is used during Carnaval, and Maracana Stadium, one of the world's largest football stadiums. Rio de Janeiro was the host of the 2016 Summer Olympics and the 2016 Summer Paralympics, making the city the first South American and Portuguese-speaking city to ever host the events, and the third time the Olympics were held in a Southern Hemisphere city. The Maracana Stadium held the finals of the 1950 and 2014 FIFA World Cups, the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, and the 15 Pan American Games. In 2024, the city will host the G20 Summit. Rio de Janeiro is near the west end of a strip, from Cabo Frio to just east of Ilha Grande, of Brazil's Atlantic coast close to the Tropic of Capricorn, where the shoreline is oriented east and west. The city thus faces largely south. It was founded at the entrance to an inlet, Guanabara Bay, Baía de Guanabara, which is marked by a point of land called Sugarloaf, Pau de Acucar, a calling card of the city. The city has parks and ecological reserves such as the Tijuca National Park, the world's first urban forest and UNESCO Environmental Heritage and Biosphere Reserve, Pedra Branca State Park, which houses the highest point of Rio de Janeiro, the Peak of Pedra Branca, the Quinta de Boa Vista Complex, the Botanical Garden, Rio Zoo, Parque Lage, and the Paseo Público, the first public park in the Americas. In addition, the Flamengo Park is the largest landfill in the city, extending from the center to the south zone, and containing museums and monuments, in addition to much vegetation. Due to the high concentration of industries in the metropolitan region, the city has faced serious problems of environmental pollution. The Guanabara Bay has lost mangrove areas and suffers from residues from domestic and industrial sewage, oils, and heavy metals. Although its waters renew when they reach the sea, the bay is the final receiver of all the tributaries generated along its banks and in the basins of the many rivers and streams that flow into it. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so you get notified each time we post a new video. Thank you.